I've got a way for you to build the juiciest, highest DA backlinks for free, quicker and easier, just like it was back in the good old days of SEO. If you don't know what I'm talking about, that's right. HARO is back. Help a Reporter Out is back. Now, in case you don't know what this is, Help a Reporter Out was one of the greatest link building platforms ever to exist. It allowed journalists to put out messages and requests for expert sources, for industry experts to reply, and in return, they'd get mentioned and featured in these high quality media publications, and quite often a juicy link back to their website. Of course, SEO specialists and marketers love this because it was a free way for them to connect with high authority websites and get backlinks en masse for just sending and replying to a quick email, and there was no cost involved to land these links. Now, unfortunately, HARO eventually got bought out by a big PR firm and eventually was shut down. And that kind of sucked because it was the place to go for this sort of stuff. Other platforms have tried to replicate it, but I don't feel like anyone's quite had the success and the sort of name that HARO had. So it was sad to see it disappear. But I got a very interesting email drop into my inbox this morning, which told me it was back. And it's true. It means we're going to start getting daily emails again, straight into our inbox from journalists of high quality news organizations looking for expert sources and quotes for their stories. Now, I wanted to try this out for myself. You can go straight to helpareporter.com, add your email. There doesn't seem to be a lengthy sign up process. You can go hit sign up, and you'll be added to this email subscriber list. Now, if you've not used or not had any HARO success before, there are some best practices to follow to start landing these links. I've actually gone and dug out my old HARO reply template that I used to use and I used to help and give to clients as well, and other SEOs that wanted any help with this sort of stuff. And I've used this exact template to land links from DR70, DR80, DR90 sites. Think Forbes, Business Insider, TechCrunch, and a host of smaller, more niche publications. So if you want to start using HARO to start scoring these links for free, feel free to steal this sort of template. You know, it tries to keep things concise and to the point for the journalists. Journalists are busy. They don't want to rifle through long, sort of sprawling texts and stuff that misses the point. What we want to do is notify them clearly that we're responding to their query, explain instantly who you are and what you do and why you have credibility and why you should be trusted for your comment or your client's comment on this point. Add your 2 or 3 points concisely and offering sort of quotable insights, not just like information, facts and stats, trying to give a fresh new perspective that's different from what everyone else is saying. And even if you can offer some data or predictions for the future, journalists love to quote that sort of stuff. Then follow it up with specific credentials and experience relevant to that query as well, and even a quick link to something that verifies this piece of information that comes from you or your brand as a source. One of the big things that people miss is adding contact information. Quite often, a journalist will want to get more comment or just clarify a point with you, or it just adds credibility to your point. So make sure to add that in along with any website links. Phone numbers are a great one to add and come across as a legitimate source. A lot of people miss that, and any link or LinkedIn or Twitter information, just so a journalist can really confirm that you are a credible source. Now, on this new HARO website, there are some rules that you need to follow. You'll receive 3 emails on Monday to Friday. There's times in there as well, 5:30 a.m., 12:35 and 5:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's when you need to be looking out. The quicker you can reply to this stuff, the better your chances are. Obviously, don't do spam replies. Don't directly pitch products. You can forward the queries to other people. So if you know other people for referral or you've got clients you'd like to refer, then you're encouraged to do that. Again, as my template just showed, reply with the complete information straight in the email. Don't add attachments or just say like, hey, I'd like to talk about this. Get your information to the journalist ASAP. And if you're replying for a client, put your client's response in there. Don't just say your client can comment on this if you want. Again, no attachments for the reporter. Put everything straight in the email. And also handily as well, if you want to get quotes for your publication or your articles, you can go and submit your request really quickly and really fast, straight through this simple website on the simple platform they've got. Submit the query. You can even have an urgent request shared on HARO, X, or 100K sources to submit. Really fast, really free for both sides right now. So jump on this incredible, juicy backlink building platform.